Smokey, Steve, and Mark.
I'm Mark.
Steve.
Oh, yes, and welcome to Friday Night Chit Chat.
TGIF.
Yes, TGIF.
What a weird...
Certainly, indeed.
What a weird week. What a weird day. Yeah.
It was quite the challenging week.
Challenging is a good word.
And we'll get into that in a minute, because I was like, yeah, this was the week.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was. So...
But... we are officially all moved in.
We are. Every scrap of everything is out of the other place.
Gone.
And, I don't know. They were going to bolt it. I think the city at this point, or the landlord, is going to have it bolted shut, so we couldn't even go in. Like the thing on the knob that locks it. So,
oh yeah,
not right now on our place. We can still see from our window.
Yeah,
the place we live. Check our mail still from the old place. It's nice and easy.
Yeah,
but we're out of there. And the pets are here, so we're officially, I would say, moved in.
We are.
Not everything's been put away.
No, that's going to take some time. I think I was talking
This
Mondays.
is not a demonstration of how the rest of the house
looks. Oh,
looks.
yeah.
The living room we put some time into already just to make it comfy.
Yeah, we did, to make it comfy. There's a rug down, and we'll be sharing pictures as soon as we get everything straightened out. But, basically, like, I was talking on Mondays with Mark that, like, even though it was a lot easier of a move this time, I mean, obviously, I mean, it was right across the
no
way.
No vehicles, no...
Yeah, which was so nice. We didn't have to pack a truck, unpack a truck, move. It was just, like, right across the yard. Nice. But it's still every single thing you own.
Everything.
And it's all, you know, disheveled and like put in all these different So now it's like, you know, putting stuff away where they go, and we just have to do it a little bit at a time.
And that's what we've been doing a little bit. The kitchen getting unpacked and put away, and then
we almost had the kitchen all put away, and then the last of the stuff that came over was all kitchen stuff.
A lot of baking stuff. The baking rack is set up and has a lot of stuff on it right now. But you guys will see.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, well, we're gonna. I mean, we don't. Hopefully, it's not going to be as long as it was moving it to that place over there, because gosh,
because we were gone before we were shown.
I mean, we moved, and then it was the wedding, and we just never really got it
unpacked.
No, I don't think we did.
I mean, we never unpacked the Christmas decorations. We moved them from one apartment to another to another.
Yeah.
That's how, within the time of it happening, between two moves and a wedding in the middle. Yeah,
we just left the boxes out. I mean, the Christmas we got a tree, but we didn't unpack. Like, yeah, like you said, we didn't unpack all of the stuff for Christmas.
Still stuff we were still finishing up the studio. It was workable. Like, we were filming in there and backdrops and lighting, so we were cool in there, and we'll be cool in this one too.
We will.
It's a different size of space. It's a little bigger. But with all this stuff not put away yet, it feels probably like not enough.
Yeah, it does feel that way, but it's definitely enough space.
It is. Yeah, we got very lucky. This is a lot of room, and I've met neighbors over the week, and they've been very nice.
Yeah, they have been.
So all the neighbors I've met are nice.
Oh, yeah. All of them. They are. Yeah, I have to say.
Yeah, upstairs guys. There's a couple guys
Like
upstairs.
neighbors that you come out and they say, "Hey, how are ya?"
Good. How are you doing?
I'm like, what?
And they don't just ask so they can launch into how they're doing.
Yeah, right.
How are you doing? Well, actually, I'm feeling a little... Oh, back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And then we have the long hallway. Oh, it's so long.
It's very long.
We're seeing a little more of that later. But it's funny because we have the living room and then a very long hallway, and then all the rooms are off the side of the hallway, you know, and that takes a little getting used to.
And I start walking, I hear boom, 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 boom. One of the cats going boom.
The cats follow us up and down the hall every time.
Like, Andy always kind of followed me around the house.
Yeah,
I'm the one who feeds him, so I mean, it's a little bit of that, little bit of, you know, he's the kitty, but...
And, I mean, my gosh, you have cats now.
I have cats now. Well, since they came back kind of bonded, Oscar's a little less apprehensive, and Bandit's a little more chill.
Yeah.
It's, whatever they did under my parents' futon.
They totally bonded. It's amazing. They play together.
They play, they sniff each other,
so
they bump in, they sit next to each other. Like,
do you believe that? You guys have been watching. You knew, like, Oscar still never really came out of the bedroom at the old place.
No, only a little bit. Now, here already, he's been out.
Oh,
he sat in my lap.
Yep, he did.
I've never had a cat jump up in my lap. Bandit almost did once. But
in 7 years, 8 years,
in 8 years, he would sit next to me on the couch, but he would never jump on me. And I had Oscar right in my lap, and It was nice. He's
Yeah.
a kitty. And I think he was comfortable, so hopefully he'll come back and we can each have a cat in the evening.
Oh, yes.
To
Bandit
kind of-
usually sits with me on the couch, and then hopefully Oscar will start
Hopefully
sitting
Oscar will
with
sit with
him.
me.
Yeah, yeah. And he already jumped on your lap, so I think he will.
Yeah, the first one is hard.
But it was so funny. The first night that they were here, which we brought them home on Wednesday. Oh my gosh, they were up all night long. They would jump up on the bed. I was in the bed and Steven was out in the living room. They would jump on the bed with me, and Oscar would like rub his head on me and just love him up a little bit.
Yeah, and
then he would jump down and he would go and jump on Steven.
Came out here.
And Bandit would jump up on me, and they kept doing that all night long.
Sometime around 3 a.m. I hear this crackling like someone's breaking the walls down. It was Bandit climbing the cat tree. Just to make sure it was safe, I guess, at around 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just last night I woke up and Oscar had jumped up, next to me, because they always go next to you. So having one close
Right
and
there.
cuddly was nice.
It was nice, yeah.
It was, and I always thought Oscar would probably more gravitate to you because you spent like a couple of years with him in the garden.
Outside, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think he knows that, I don't know, Bandit kind of claimed me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, we'll see.
Cats have vibes like that, it seems like they know.
Yeah, they know.
Like,
yeah.
Like my parents dropped by to visit tonight.
They did.
They hid initially because I think they thought they were moving again.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then Oscar came out to talk to my dad for a little bit.
He did.
So, because my dad was the one who pretty much did all the feeding, and Mom did the fun stuff. She went in and would go play. Dad did all the actual other stuff. So,
and y'all, they were spoiled. You should have seen the stuff. The stuff that came back was like twice the amount that went over.
Yeah, just like grandparents would with grandkids.
Yep,
It was the same thing. Nothing was too good. Nothing was too much.
Yeah.
And they liked the toys.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, they did. They liked the toys. They play with them here, and like I said, they bonded on their little vacation. So it's nice. It's really nice.
It's like two different cats. Honestly,
it is.
It's like all the best of both of them without him being nervous and him being aggressive.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
It's all gone.
Gone.
It's amazing.
I'm stunned. Very happy. So.
And on that note, we just happened to have some footage of the kitties on their first day here.
Hello, everybody. Hello. We have some kitties.
We do. It's homecoming.
We have two kitties. We just left Grandma and Grandpa's. They're gonna keep the cat grass water in case they visit again. They were little devils trying to get them into their carriers. There was blood and crying and whatnot.
Blood from me. Bandit got
Mark's
me.
blood. He got him. So we're just on our way back home and just wanted to check in and say hello.
Yeah.
We'll maybe check in with them again when we let them out of their carriers.
I don't know if you can see. Can you see Oscar?
Can you see him?
Probably not.
What do you see?
Oh,
there we go.
He is.
Hey, sweetie. We'll see you in a bit.
Yes, we will. But that hallway.
Oh my gosh, like
They
the
love the
longest.
hallway.
Yeah, I'll start going, I hear, and then slide. It's like a slip and slide for them in there.
Yeah.
And they're both good boys. They have their claws still, so you hear tap, 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 as they're going.
Yeah.
But they're liking it. They're more active. We're more active. I swear I'm getting my steps in.
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting our
with
steps
the hallway
in.
to hell. Like
Yeah.
it just keeps going. So.
But yeah, we'll keep you updated on the apartment and like as we get stuff put away. I'm just too embarrassed to show you now. There's just piles of boxes. Not really in here.
Not really,
but
the living
in
room
the
was
other
probably the
rooms there
furthest
are.
along. Living room, then a tie between the bedroom and the kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a back room that we're using for litter and storage where a washer dryer could go.
Save up for a washer and
then
dryer.
the studio is probably in the worst shape.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
it's
one
the
where
most-
everything was just piled
Everything
in.
was just
yeah.
because the studio there was a lot of stuff. It was all very well organized though. When you disorganize that stuff, it looks like happy hour for hoarders. Like
So yeah, it's true. Yes, we should get caught up on some chit chat.
I guess we should, yeah.
You know, it's been a minute since we've talked.
It has been.
At all. But like outside of the last few weeks have been very jarring, very
Yeah.
kind of knocked me off my kilter a little bit, but it's starting to settle down now, just in time for work to be crazy. So, for both of us, actually, it's so strange.
It was supposed to be a nice.
It was challenging this week. I had my very first, I guess it would be bad interaction with CYS, which they have them in every state, but I think they're called something different. It's Children and Youth Services, and my agency, we work with different agencies, other rehabs, other legal agencies, government agencies, and sometimes people who come to us are tied up in these agencies, with children and youth.
Yeah.
They've like destroyed their life and they're building it back, and the concern for the children are there, so they're involved in some way. And I have about 5 cases that I deal with CYS, but this one in particular case was pretty bad. They weren't doing the right thing, and I have no choice legally but to report when they call and ask. I have to give them their illicit drug screenings and their progress reports, things like that. And this one was bad because they had messed up and they weren't doing the right thing, and it has been for a while, and the agency went to their home to take their children away from them, and of course I was caught in the middle, and I never had dealt with that before, and I was questioning myself, like, did I do the right thing? Well, I mean, of course I did the right thing, but the question was, I could have lied, couldn't have I, and this wouldn't have happened. Well, I suppose I could have,
Well, you could, yeah.
but that would have not been good, and I think that I had to keep in mind that this is not about me, it's not even about them, it's about their children and the children's safety. And I don't make the call whether or not the children are taken away from them.
No, you just provided correct and accurate information about how they're doing.
That I have to provide legally,
That's your only obligation into that.
Yeah.
The rest of it is, and even the CYS workers, I've worked with a few, they're not bad people.
They're not bad
Most
people.
of them, there's some assholes.
There are some, but
like any profession, but the ones I've met
these
who are
were
engaged
okay,
are really good, they care, they don't want to take kids away from families. No one wants to see
They're
that.
there really to help.
They're the advocate for the children because they can't do things for themselves. They can't walk out the door at 13 and just leave.
Yeah.
They'll drag them back to a bad situation. So.
And that happened, that was yesterday. I was on Thursday, and I was there pretty late, and it was happening, it was in real time, like it was happening. I was involved, everything right at that time, as were a couple other agencies too, but it upset me, and I was like, do I even want to do this anymore? Like, because I don't want to be responsible for that to happen. I don't even want to have to make any type of calls like that. Like, nothing. I don't want to do any of that, really. But it actually all turned out to be okay. So they were able to keep their kids. I don't know what happened today, but they were able to keep their kids at least overnight, and they had to present at CYS to do their own illicit drug screening and their own evaluation of how, where they're at right now, and if there's any danger to the kids or not. So that was good. And they went on my recommendation for that too. So I mean, it did turn out to be okay, but it was jarring, it was upsetting, and it was like, I never did
Especially
that before.
first. There's firsts with, any job, I guess. I remember the first time a client died.
Yeah.
I remember the first time a client went to jail.
Yeah. I do remember when the first patient died. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I just had to do a list for our owner actually, who wanted some stats and stuff, and I just had to do a patient death list, and there were 8 patients on it who died since last October.
It's scary too because you can't always predict who's going to do well and who
No,
doesn't.
you can't.
The person who still is kind of shaky at about a year,
They're the ones that end up.
they're the ones who make it. They're the ones
They
who
do. I found that out too.
It's the people who are a little more snobby and think they know best, and they've already alienated their family with their attitude, to say nothing of the substance.
Yeah, it's like that type of week at work, And I think I'm a little more sensitive to it because of everything that's happening here at home too. Everything's kind of, but it's all good, and it's Friday.
It is.
So I just have to learn how to. 5 o'clock. Work is done. Leave all that at work and don't bring it home. I still want to open up my laptop, but I'm not.
I know you got to put it. It's different because I've worked jobs where you do like tracking for your productivity and stuff. There's no end when you're working with people. It's not like I did my quota for the day, job well done. There's always unfinished business.
Always, yeah.
And you don't do it for a thank you, but often enough, if someone comes to you in distress and you give them information that helps them, rarely will they call back and say, that helped, thanks. Mm-hmm. So you sometimes feel like, I just gave this desperate woman a list of phone numbers. God, I've been asked.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can only do what you can
But sometimes you can only do that,
Try to get the person to the right help.
Yeah.
If you can. But if you you can't invent help that doesn't exist though either.
Yeah.
Some people want services that they don't exist.
Yeah, I know.
I need someone to go to the bank with me because I'm bad with math.
I know. And luckily I had a coworker who she stayed with me during the whole situation and all that because she had been through it before, and so that was very nice to have that support.
It's good to have support, especially for your first thing. But I find a lot with drug and alcohol mental health, the mentoring type aspect, like if it's your first time doing something scary, someone else who's done it can come help you and work with you to do that. Yeah. So, and that's basically your position for the folks you work with. Mm-hmm. You're their go-to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you had a rough week.
I had a rough week. Yeah. Emotionally, I've been I'm having residual leftovers from all the busyness or whatever. I've been having these awful, nauseous, hot belly stomach aches. I used to get them when I drank. You'd have it the next morning. And there was a lot going on this week. Monday, I did a bunch of extra work after work because I had to teach mental health first aid on Tuesday. And it was a curriculum I hadn't taught before. 8 hours of it. Yeah. So
4 hours of it, just you.
Yeah,
right?
We split it 4 and 4.
Yeah.
So me and the other proctor did it. And it was fine, but it was nerve-wracking because it was all new material. Yeah. The only thing you can do is reassure yourself that they don't know what the hell you're supposed to be talking about. But I skipped a piece of something. I was nervous the day it happened. And it was a bunch of doctors and medical students. They were first or second year med students who we were talking to. And they were really great. They weren't snobs. They were so nice, so interested. I told them halfway through, I'm like, guys, I was really nervous this morning. You made this easy. No cold stares, no one playing on their phone, So but that sucks the life out of you. God bless teachers. Anyone who can do that 8 hours a day, every day, with rotating audiences and topics.
Yeah.
I'll give you all my money. I'll give you all my money.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then just busy at work. Certain times a year, every quarter, it's weird. So March and then April with record keeping for March because it's January, March.
These quotas
and
things.
How many are done at this point? What are you projecting by getting done at that point? Got some word of a crooked rehab I'm going to go see. So that sounds good.
It's funny. This is where our jobs cross over because I'm dealing with the exact same rehab and I'm like, this is crazy. And they're crooked and they're not doing the right things and it's funny because it spilled over.
It spilled over.
Into his job. It's funny how that it doesn't always happen but
no,
but that's
but one
interesting.
of the conditions I do satisfaction surveys for families and consumers and stuff. And I more often than not will try to bring a person with me who's a monitor, so they have a little bit of training. It's usually a per diem for them, but they have lived experience too. So it's a job in the community, it's paid and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty good. But we are contracted by the managed care organization to evaluate services and then present the results to providers and then to the insurance company as well. So what we will see, that's how I'm getting in there.
Yeah.
Because if they accept Medicaid, they are contractually obligated to let us in.
And I'm glad you're going in because they need checked out. They're not providing the care that the patients need. So
I'm going to go in as objectively as possible and try to assess that. Because I won't talk to the staff. I'll talk to the patients. And if there's anything urgent or an emergency, I'll talk to the staff. But otherwise, that info leaves with me, and the next people to see it are the people who fund treatment.
Yeah.
So hope it's not unflattering for them. Again, try to keep an open mind and
yeah.
objective, and I do that pretty well at work.
Yeah.
But don't ask me my opinions on my free time.
We got some Uber Eats tonight. We got Chinese.
We had a deal.
Yes.
I get deals for Instacart and Uber Eats all the time.
Uh-huh.
It's not as extravagant as one might think because I'm always getting $10 off, 30% off. So
yeah.
So we got some Chinese.
We treated ourselves to Chinese food.
You get to edit, which he'll be editing this.
I'll be editing this video, and also too the smoking thing.
Oh my god, I forgot. It's been fine.
It's been great. We have not smoked inside this apartment at all since we've been here.
Not once.
Smoke outside. We're both smoking. We're down to a pack a day.
I'm vaping at the same time. I wasn't necessarily trying to cut down on smoking. I just wanted something I could do indoors.
Yeah.
To kind of go with it.
Like in the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other day I ran out of cigarettes and I went and bought a vape.
Yeah.
Instead of the cigarettes. Because the vape would last longer. So I'm smoking less than a pack a day right now. Probably like 15 to 20. Close to 20, but under. And the goal is just to let that roll. There's less urgency. You're like, I'm going out for a smoke. I'm like, okay.
It didn't seem difficult.
Well, we did 2 weeks in a hotel. And we were on the second floor, and it was probably a 50-yard walk.
Yeah.
To go down there, down the stairs,
elevator,
back
out, smoke, come
and we'd
in.
go out maybe every, couple hours.
So we just kept that rolling, and it's been really nice. It has been.
And it has
I cooked the first
time.
time.
You did. I used the oven.
Soup.
You used the stove. I made delicious vegetable soup.
I did.
And I used the oven to make lasagna or something. Frozen
lasagna, and you also made your things.
Oh, I made my fruit roll-up.
Yeah, you made roll-ups, whatever you call them.
Dehydrator. Use the caloric as the dehydrator section. I made blueberry apple, and my mom got a bunch of produce from work, so I have a bag of pears, which I think will be good, and then I have frozen fruit that you picked up for me, and I even buried some spinach in one of them.
So it's good. So it's like, we're starting
to do like home things.
It's starting to become a home now. Yeah. Now with the boys here, it's definitely
much more cozy.
Like a home, it is.
Yeah.
And that they're like relaxed and good here. So
yeah, that they're fine.
So that's about all she wrote. We're working on. I can't wait to get back to regular content and having the studio ready with a backdrop and everything. But we're gonna do our best to be as regular as possible until that happens. Yeah. And it just might look a little different, A
little more homey.
Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah.
So.
But I have a nice project put together for Mondays with Mark, and it's been so long since we've done a project.
Oh my god.
I didn't think. I'm surprised at how much I missed it, or I should say, noticed that something was missing.
Yeah.
And that was hands-on creative projects and cooking and sharing it with you guys. It definitely was something that was missed here.
Now as we settle in, those things kind of come back.
Yeah.
Our little hobbies and our little situations and my little chair area where I have my home office. We're good. So well, my Chinese food's getting cold.
It is.
I want to pick at it. I know it's not dinner time yet. But so thank y'all for joining us and thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our new home.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for watching. Please do subscribe. Notification bell. You get alerts when we have new videos and go live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's all in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you tomorrow for One Miss Foodie Beauty.
Yes.
Miriam, the Chantal Show.
Yes.
Our Lady of Perpetual Greed.
Chantal.
Just Chantal, like shit. with a period.
And then I believe we will be with you Sunday night for our regular live stream at 6. And I'll definitely be with you on Monday for Mondays with Mark. So thanks for spending your time with us tonight. Have a fantastic weekend. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ciao, everybody.
Mwah.